Imagine this. After 4 years of hard work, you finally made it to your college graduation. But the air is tense, with thousands of people attending, and something isn't quite right. The speaker stands up to give his speech, and students and faculty turn their back, hold up orange signs, booing, yelling at the speaker. The crowd has many hecklers, and it has made it difficult to enjoy the day that you've worked so hard for, and instead of remembering your accomplishments, you only remember the person standing in front of you holding up a sign. The speaker is a well-known person in the country at the time, and many are upset that he is part of their graduation ceremony and they don't agree with what he believes in. Although hecklers want to have their voice heard, when they disagree with the speaker or what the speaker is talking about, it is disruptive to the speaker and to other audience members. I strive to be an open person and respectful person to everyone that I meet, and I am bothered when hecklers will not listen to a speaker for whatever reason. Heckling a speaker is unethical because it is rude, it disrupts other audience members, and it tells the speaker that the audience is not listening and doesn't care about what he or she is saying. Being part of a society brings up the question of what is ethical, what is right, and what is the proper conduct in a specific situation. During a speech, a person or group can begin to heckle the speaker by disrupting the speech in any way, such as standing up, yelling, or even throwing things. A heckler is not showing respect for their fellow human beings when they refuse to listen to or act in a way that threatens or provokes a negative feedback. It is obvious that the hecklers are trying to draw attention to what they believe in, but it is bringing a negative cast to the situation. As an audience member, it is respectful to listen and think about what the speaker is saying to you. When we are children, we learn a valuable lesson from our parents, to listen when someone is trying to tell you something because the information just might be important. It's important to remember this lesson as an adult. By being a heckler in an audience, you're disrupting all of the other audience members around you by shouting or blocking their view with your signs or your body. It is rude to take away a person's right to listen, because as much as you might be upset by what the speaker is saying, this person may also want to hear what the speaker is saying. When a speaker is giving a speech or presentation, a heckler or group of hecklers may be frustrated and will force the speaker to make a quick judgment about the group. Giving a speech can be very nerve-wracking, even for a seasoned veteran, and the idea of their speech not being liked, or the idea of a threatening situation occurring, can elevate the stress of speech giving. Hecklers can also make the speaker generalize the view of the audience in judgment, and could have a negative view on the entire audience, not just the hecklers. The speaker is there to give a speech, and should not have to worry about what the audience is thinking. There are other times when someone can voice their opinion, such as a question and answer time, a debate, or even a meeting. A speech is not an appropriate time. It is important to remember that sometimes you can be a speaker, and heckling is not a respectful way to treat the speaker. I appreciate that if you would listen to what the speaker has to say next time, even if you do not agree with it. Even though students booed, criticized, and voiced their dislike for the 2008 presidential candidate John McCain, he continued his speech for the graduation ceremony of the new school graduation ceremony in 2006 until the very end. We need to remember that the lessons we learn when we are younger, and continue to honor and respect our fellow man, even when we might have something we want to say against them.